Hey, welcome back. Today is day 6 of Habits for Happiness, my little mini series. And today's habit is, at least I would say every day is a really good idea in the modern world, but at least a couple times a week to walk barefoot on the earth. Walk barefoot on the earth, because something that we don't realize a lot of times is how stimulating and how much energy our body builds up from unnatural sources in our day-to-day lives, which would include mainly Wi-Fi and electricity, excess electricity. We're constantly in these non-native, they'd be called electromagnetic fields, and what the earth, or walking barefoot on the earth, helps to do is essentially the charges that we're exposed to, or the energy we're exposed to, is positive. It's positively charged, which is not what we want. The earth's charge is negative, so by walking barefoot it essentially helps to balance that out. It kind of pulls it out of our body, and you can feel it. I mean, it's subtle, but you can feel when you go outside and walk barefoot, you feel energized after, you feel better. You can especially, and like, I think this is a big one, if you ever feel anxious after being inside all day, or being at work, or being, absorbed in Wi-Fi, and you just kind of have a visceral, physical, no real reason to feel anxious, but you're just kind of have that anxious feeling. If you go out and walk on the earth, it works. It'll neutralize it. It'll take it away. Another thing that I think is really important about it is, especially if you walk on grass, and kind of a tip here, you don't want to walk on the pavement. That's not going to help you. But in grass or in wooded areas, you want to avoid wherever is going to be sprayed by pesticides or sprayed by different things like that. But if you're walking on grass or a natural surface, our feet have very complex networks of nerves. I think you would call them nerves, but like basically acupressure points. So when we're walking on different surfaces and feeling different things, it's very healthy for our feet. That's how it's supposed to be. We're supposed to be walking on different things. It stimulates these points, which is very healthy. But it also helps with mindfulness practice. If you're walking and you feel stuff on the bottom of your feet, as opposed to generally when we wear like heavily cushioned sneakers or shoes, we don't feel anything but the sole of the shoe. It's the same step over and over again. But when you're barefoot, you feel something different every single time, every single step. And you have to actually pay attention to where you're going. You don't want to step in dog poop or step on a rock or whatever. So it's a good practice, and based on the other practices that we've talked about so far, like watching the sunrise, squatting, these can all be done together. You can essentially, that's what I typically do, is when I go out to watch the sunrise, take my shoes off and walk, and I'll squat. So you can kind of knock them all out, and it helps you to feel good. It's a great way to start the day. So that's habit number 6. Spend some time, hopefully every day, but at least a few times a week, on a natural surface, grass, a wooded area, the beach too works, but anywhere that hasn't been touched by man, or that's going to have a lot of pollution, that's where you want to do it. So thank you for watching. Have a great day.